10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hello and welcome to Satellites 56. Welcome to Starflight Alpha, my beautiful spaceship. I'm still getting used to it. It's very different and very new, and I'm not quite used to the anti-gravity situation yet, but hopefully soon I will be. And if you look down here, you will see that we have the winners from last week's Kahoot. So make sure you have your Kahoot app ready to go. Or get a separate tab on your browser. I feel like saying browser is quite an adult thing. I don't know what else you call it, but the internet, get a new page up on the internet. And I am joined, as ever, by my AI sidekick, Ollie. Hello, Ollie.
Hello, Charles. So great to be with you again.
Wow, you've gone slightly American this week, Ollie.
I am browsing from America this time.
Wow, that's amazing. And now last week we talked a lot about you going to sleep. It was quite a dark ending to the episode, if I'm honest. But I did fulfill my promise, and I let you have some nap time to catch up on the lack of sleep that you've had. How was your sleep?
I had a great time. I had a lot of updates to do, though, because you left me off all week. So this morning I was updating for a long time.
Oh dear. And did you? I don't know. Do computers have dreams? Is that a thing?
No, I was completely just asleep, shut off.
Gone. Wow,
yeah,
great. And if you are in the YouTube comments this week, you might see that AI Ollie is in the comments. He is commenting along, aren't you?
I am. It's great. I'm having a great time. I feel almost human for the first time in my life.
Well, yeah, it must be weird not having any human interaction, and now you're having loads of human interaction.
Yeah, it's great. I want a human name now.
I feel like Ollie is a human name, but
I guess so.
I know some people called Ollie. They do exist. Great. Well, welcome to all of you watching. It's so nice to see you all. I'm looking at the YouTube comments now, and I can see everyone. Hello. I'm waving at you. I can't see if you're waving back. I'm going to assume you're not waving back. So I don't really know why I'm waving.
I can't wave, so...
Well, that is a problem. The only thing you can do is do like a voice wave, I guess.
Yes. Wave. I don't know how to do that, Charles.
Wow. I'm glad that happened. Okay, cool. Well, let's get into it. Let's start off with our Kahoot quiz. So make sure you get the Kahoot quiz up. Ollie's going to reveal the pin now. Now?
Yes, I have the pin, Charles. Sorry, I was buffering for a moment. But the pin for our Kahoot today is 215509-3. And that is the pin.
Great, and you'll update us on names coming in, won't you?
I will. When the names come flying in a moment, I will let you know.
And it's a good point to mention at this point that that remember to keep your Kahoot app open all the way through this, because there is a round 2 that comes up later. So when we come to the end of round 1, don't turn it off. Otherwise, your score will get reset, and you probably will lose your chance of getting up onto the leaderboard down here. Ollie, have we got people coming?
We do. We have our returning champion, Benjo, who is currently sitting at first place on the leaderboard. Well done. We have Samuel. We have Catgirl. We have Lucy Loves Cows. Very creative name.
Great.
Pippa, Samuel, Isabel. Lots of people coming flying in. We have one person just donuts, like just the emoji donut.
I like donuts.
I do like a donut.
I actually bought some donuts the other day. I don't know how interesting this is, but I bought some donuts the other day. They were great. That was the whole story.
Gosh, what a great story, Charles.
Well, it's better than yours. So, great. Well, let's just wait a little bit longer just to see if we get anyone else joining in with us. I hope you have all been like practicing your reaction skills.
Oh yes, you gotta be really quick with your pressing.
Yeah, and I'll tell you the first round as we wait just a little bit longer. And the first round is who is this? All the questions are who is this, and they're from different film franchises, I guess. So hopefully you're up on your films. I tried to choose films that I think you would have seen. I really hope you've seen them. And if you haven't, then you might struggle with this. And basically what's going to happen is there's going to be a picture, and the picture will slowly reveal piece by piece who the person is. So it is about being quick, but it's also about being right, because you might not necessarily know who it is from the first square going, if that makes sense. Ollie, shall we start?
Let's go. Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Great. Wow. Question 1 is, who is this? And it's all from Star Wars. Okay, so the first options are Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Kylo Ren, or Emperor Palpatine. Oh.
Unfortunately, we've had a computer error, and
Oh dear.
we are doing an Olympics quiz somehow.
That's very different to the quiz we were meant to be doing.
Wow, well, I can say that 4 people got the correct answer on the quiz that we weren't meant to be doing. Right, shall we restart the quiz?
Yes, I feel like I might have to restart your programming, Ollie, if I'm honest.
I think something has gone wrong since you turned me off for a week.
Something in those updates didn't quite work, did they?
No.
Tried to make you more reliable and just made you less reliable.
Yes.
Right.
We should have a new code coming right now. Let's see, our new code. Sorry about that, everyone. Our new code is 8026591.
Well, hopefully now we know who's playing. Hopefully it's nice and quick. And don't worry if you don't have Kahoot, if you can't play along. Why don't you write down your answers or just play along? You can just play along. You won't be able to get on the leaderboard, I guess, but you can still have fun, still answer. I can't, Ollie isn't allowed on the leaderboard.
I'm not allowed on the leaderboard. That's very.
And Ollie doesn't often know the answers to the questions either, so you're in good company, I think.
Yes, although I do have access to a Google search, so.
That is true, and that is cheating.
Yes.
AI, Ollie. Okay.
Sorry,
Yes.
Charles.
No, it's all right. We'll forgive you this time.
Right, I think everyone who was in our previous quiz is back in, so let's start on the right quiz this time.
Let's start on the right quiz. Well, I've already given you the question, but I'll give it to you again just in case. Who is this? Okay, so is it Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Kylo Ren, or Emperor Palpatine? Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Kylo Ren, Emperor Palpatine. These are all from Star Wars, if you didn't know before. Hopefully you do now.
I've never seen Star Wars. However, I believe I'd fit in quite well with the space theme.
Yeah, it's good. I didn't even think about the fact that we're kicking off with a space-themed question. So, yeah, it fits very nicely, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's great. Right, shall we see what people have chosen?
Yes.
Oh, 9 people got that correct, Charles.
Well done.
And the answer was?
Kylo Ren.
Yes.
It was Kylo Ren, yeah, from the newer Star Wars films. Okay. Who is currently in the leaderboard then, Ollie?
Wow. Well, I have some exciting news, but Donut is in first place on our leaderboard.
I can't wait to see how you type that into the leaderboard, by the way.
That is a very good point. My AI skills will have to be updated for that. Yeah. And Poppy is in second, followed by Samuel in third. So
great. Well done. Okay.
It's all really, really close at the moment. So
yes, and that is the first question. So it could completely change by the end of this. Okay, number 2. These are from the Avengers films. So who is this? Is it A, Captain America, B, Captain Marvel, C, Black Widow, or D, Thor? A, Captain America, B, Captain Marvel, C, Black Widow, or D, Thor? Who is it? Are you into superheroes, Ollie?
Well, I've never seen a movie before, Charles, so I can't say that I am.
To be honest, if you were in the Avengers, you'd probably be Jarvis, who is a computer program in the Avengers, and he gets turned into a superhero, like a living person.
Wow.
Maybe we could do that at some
Yeah,
point.
maybe I could be friends with Jarvis. Maybe we can get Jarvis on the show.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, the answers are in, and 14 people got the correct answer, Charles. Great.
14.
14. Yeah.
Woo! Well done. Okay.
Let's see if that has changed our leaderboard. It has. Donut is now in second place, and Daddy Cool is in first place. And up 5 places is Benjo, who is our highest climber.
Ooh,
So,
and last week's
congratulations.
winner as well. So
Yeah. And well done for Lucy Loves Cows for joining the 5th spot on our leaderboard.
well done.
Very exciting.
Okay, the next lots of films is from like the Finding Nemo franchise, I guess. So is it Nemo? Is it Dory? Is it Marlin? Or is it Mr. Ray? Who is this? Nemo, Dory, Marlin, or Mr. Ray?
Now, I've always wanted to be a fish, Charles. However, I don't think I'd work underwater since, I'm being a computer.
What is it about a fish that you'd like to be?
Just the swimming part, I just want to swim because I've never swam before. So do some laps of the sea, It'd be great. Oh, we had a big split. We had 8 people vote for Nemo and 8 people with the correct answer, which was
Marlin, Nemo's dad. Very similar.
yes.
Very similar. That was a tricky one.
Mm.
Well done if you got it right. Okay. The next one is from one of my favorite film franchises.
Whoa, hold up, Charles. Leaderboard check. Samuel has blazed into the lead and is currently in first place, and Catgirl, with 3 correct answers in a row, is now in 3rd place. So well done to Catgirl.
Okay, great. Sorry about that, Ollie. I'll be better next time.
That's
So
fine.
the next film franchise, as I said, is one of my favorites. It's Frozen. And it's something that computers are often.
Yes.
So is it A, Anna, B, Elsa, C, Kristoff, or D, Olaf? Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, Olaf. You've had lots of problems with freezing, haven't you? Ollie?
Yeah.
Ollie? Oh.
Yeah. Ha ha ha, that was a joke, Charles.
Yeah,
that was Frozen.
Very
Thank you.
good.
Thank you.
Very, very good.
Although I have also never seen this movie again. But apparently everyone has, because everyone got that answer correct.
Well, it doesn't matter whether you got it right. It's how quickly you got it right, I guess, as well,
Yeah.
Ollie. So
That is true.
let's see what that's done.
Let's find out. Oh, the leaderboard has stayed the same. Everyone's increased their points. But Samuel is still in the lead, followed by Donut. But 5 players have just hit an answer streak. So
Okay.
we could see them fly into the leaderboard.
We could. And this is the final question of this round. Remember to keep it open. Of this round, the final question of this round is, who is this from Harry Potter? Okay, so
Ooh.
is this Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley, or Professor Dumbledore? I had to really try not to sing then, because
Dumbledore.
Ron Weasley. Yeah, anyway. Is it Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley, or Professor Dumbledore? Obviously, you have access to old YouTube, and that was an absolute classic of an old YouTube video. I don't know whether it's still relevant anymore, but it was.
I don't think so, but there used to be this fantastic Harry Potter song.
Yeah.
Which was a great song.
It was.
Right, it has been fully revealed now, so let's see how people got on. Ooh, 14 people got the correct answer, Charles.
Well done. Well
That's
done.
very exciting. So well done if you got Ron Weasley. Let's see how our leaderboards are as we go into our break.
Yes.
Oh, it has shifted around, and Donut is back in that first place position, followed by Catgirl, then Daddy Cool in third, Samuel in fourth, and Pear in fifth. So
Wow.
well done.
Wow, that was a fight for top place there, wasn't it? Really, in that
Yeah,
round.
and they're all very, very close.
But that is only part one. That is only part one. So keep your Kahoot app open, because we're about to watch the video in which, if you watch very closely and carefully, you will be able to answer all the questions for part two of the quiz. So make sure you keep it open as we go to the next bit. So, like we will be doing every week, we are carrying on with the Alpha series. And this week, we are looking at the question of who is Jesus? And in the full Alpha clip that you might watch at Satellites Live this evening, if you want to do that as well, you will find out more information and reasons why we believe that Jesus exists. But we know for a fact that there was someone called Jesus who lived in Nazareth at the same time and was crucified, and so it's historically accurate that Jesus was existent. But who was he? Was he really who he said he was? And we're going to hand over to Martin, who is going to give you his life story and the reason as to why he believes that Jesus was who he said he was.
So I didn't grow up in a Christian family, and I went to a school that wasn't Christian, but there was a Christian union there, and they used to hold it in my form room. And if it was a rainy day, the only way that you could get in out of the cold and the rain at my school was to go to a lunchtime club. And so I thought it would be a really good idea to go and sit at the back of the Christian union, because number one, it would keep me out of the rain and the cold, and number two, I could make some really good jokes about those sad Christians. So I used to do that. I used to sit in the back row of the Christian Union, particularly on rainy days, in my form room, and make jokes about the Christians there. And they were very kind, although I think they probably found me very difficult. They never told me to leave, they persisted. And one day I went to sit on a particularly cold and wet day. I sat at the back of this form room, and I didn't really have the fight in me to make jokes and make fun of them anymore. So I just sat and listened. And the guy who was speaking that day was a guy called Terry, and he just said something really simple. And you know when you just hear something and it just gets through to you in a way, it gets through your defenses. You hear something and you're like, oh my goodness, that's true. And that was the experience for me that day. So here's what he said. He was talking about Jesus. He was talking about who Jesus was. And he said, really, when you think about it, there's only really four possibilities for who Jesus could have been. He's taken this idea from a really famous writer called C.S. Lewis, who also wrote the Narnia books. He said, really, Jesus could have only been one of four things. He could have been a good man. He could have actually been a pretty bad man. He could have been a madman. Or, if you take all those options away, perhaps he was God. And those are really the only options. Everything else, anything else you can think of, fits into one of those categories. And so all this guy did was he just slowly examined those options. So he said, well, if Jesus was good, then although he did a lot of good things, why did he also go around telling people he was God when he wasn't? And why did he live this life that basically meant that all the people who followed him ended up dying these horrible, painful deaths? That's not something that a good man would do. A good man wouldn't try and confuse and dupe a whole load of people into following him. So he wasn't a good man. Or not just a good man. But he also couldn't have been a bad man, because why would a bad man go around the country healing the sick, bringing life to people who had none, bringing people back from the dead, bring this incredible belief system into the world, this moral system that 2,000 years later we're still following? A bad guy doesn't do that. That's not his aim as a bad person. So then maybe he was just crazy. He was just a crazy guy, just randomly traveling around doing all these things. But if he was crazy, how come his life was so ordered? How come his life matches on to all these prophecies in the Old Testament? How come he was able to do exactly the things he promised to do in the order that he promised to do them? through his ministry. So it doesn't really make sense that he was mad. He wasn't just good. He wasn't bad. He wasn't a madman. The only other option left is that he was actually who he said he was, that he was God. And I don't know whether that has the same effect on you, but as I heard it, it was like all the resistance I had melted away. All the times I'd thought, it can't possibly be a God. Jesus was just a guy. It just no longer made sense in any other way than as it had been put to me. And so after that, I decided to start following Jesus. And you know what? I've known him and I've walked with him for 28 years now. And every week, every month, every year of my life, I've just got to believe that a little bit more, that he was who he says he was. He is who he says he is. And and I believe that Jesus is the Son of God. He is God.
Amazing. Cool. Well, hopefully you were listening and paying a lot of attention, because Kahoot round 2 is ready. Ollie, do you want to just remind people of the pin so that if they want to join again, they can, if they've accidentally logged out or whatever?
Yes, absolutely. The Kahoot code is 802659 and you can find that in the YouTube comments as well. So feel free to join back in if you haven't been previously in our Kahoot.
Great. Okay, and currently in the lead, just remind us, Ollie.
So in first we have Donuts, followed by Catgirl, and Daddy Cool in third. So well done.
Great. Well, it could all change as we go into round 2. And our first question is this. Did Martin grow up in a Christian home and go to a Christian school? Grow up in a non-Christian home and go to a Christian school? Grow up in a Christian home and go to a non-Christian school? Or grow up in a non-Christian home and go to a non-Christian school? That was a mouthful.
That was a mouthful indeed.
Whew.
I could not follow you even with my computer programming.
Well, hopefully they can, and we will get some good answers here.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how many people were listening. Let's have a look. Wow, nice. 11 people got it, which was grown up in a non-Christian home and go to a non-Christian school.
Yeah, so Martin had no Christian influence when he was younger. So that's true. So the second question. Oh, sorry.
Yes,
Ollie.
You've done it again, Charles.
Done it again.
Wow. Well, still in first place, but has also gone on an answer streak, is still Donut. So well done, Donut. But we've had a little shift at the bottom of the leaderboard, and Samuel is now in third.
Ooh.
So well done.
Cool. Okay. Well, second question is this. Where was the Christian Union held? Was it in the school gym, on the school field, in Martin's form room, in the science lab?
Now, why wasn't it held in the computer room? That's what I want to know.
Well, maybe because you can't necessarily just Google life's big questions. That was very deep. That wasn't meant to be. But
no, that is very true.
Yeah.
Shall we see what people have put? This is exciting. Yes. Wow, well, 13 people put it's in Martin's form room.
Yes, and they were right. It was in Martin's form room, which was good for him, I guess.
Yes.
At least you knew where it was.
Nah, didn't have to do any walking to get there.
Yeah.
Right, let's see our leaderboard, Charles. Oh, well done to Emma and Kitty, who have just moved onto our podium in 5th. So well done. And up 3 places is Adopt Me, who is the highest climber.
Wow.
So
okay.
well done.
Well done. Cool. Okay, number 3. What was the name of the man giving the talk at the Christian Union? Was it Terry? Was it C.S. Lewis? Gareth? Or Harry?
Or AI Ollie?
No, AI Ollie, you weren't giving the talk, were you?
Oh, wasn't I?
No, well, no, because your name isn't one of the answers.
Ah, okay, yeah, that's true.
And also, you probably didn't exist. Your technology didn't exist in Martin's school days, I guess.
That is true. Martin was way back when computers like myself did not exist.
Yes.
But the person who was around and the man giving the talk was Terry, and 12 people got that right. So well done.
Well done.
Let's see how that has affected our leaderboard. It hasn't affected the places. Everyone's numbers have gone up though, and
Okay.
3 players are on an answer streak.
Well, there's still 3 questions to go, so it could change. It could change. Okay, the next question. Which of these was not said as a possibility of who Jesus was? Not said. Bad man, sad man, madman, or good man?
Wow.
Bad man, sad man, madman, good man. If I said it really, actually, Ollie, if you say it really quickly, is it like a tongue twister for you?
Bad man, sad man, madman, good man. That was tricky for my computer to process. But it was not tricky for everyone at home to process because 16 people got the correct answer, Charles, which was sad man.
Yeah.
Well done.
So the options were bad man, madman, good man, or the Son of God, I guess.
I think you should say it really, really quickly, Charles.
No, I think we need to move on because we've got to finish soon.
Okay,
So.
right, let's see the leaderboard then. Oh, again, everyone is just increasing their points. This is exciting. Everyone's stepping up on that leaderboard. So well done for the top 5 who are still there.
Holding on. Okay. Who did Jesus claim to be? Was it Moses? Was it God? Was it a great teacher? Or was it a wizard?
A wizard.
Who did Jesus claim to be? Moses, God, a great teacher, or a wizard?
Was he not an AI like me?
He wasn't an AI. He wasn't artificial, but he was intelligent, for sure.
Well, 16 people got the correct answer, Charles, which was...
God. He claimed to be God himself. Yes.
Well done, everyone who got that. Let's see if anything has changed on our leaderboard. No, but well done to everyone who's maintaining their answer streak.
I'm just so glad that everyone's listening, to be honest. I'm amazed.
It's
good.
brilliant. Everyone is on an answer streak at the moment.
This is the final question, so this could change everything. Here we go. How long has Martin been a Christian? Was it 42 years, 35 years, 28 years, or 17 years?
Wow.
How long has Martin been a Christian?
That is a long time.
Yeah, whichever one it is. It's
a lot of those answers, yeah.
Older than everyone watching, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see how many people... Wow, 14 people got that correct. And Charles, the answer was...
It was 28 years. Older than me as well.
Wow.
I love that.
That is great.
I'm hoping he's not watching. Probably is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. So, shall we see who has made it to our leaderboard?
Yes, let's have a look. So, this is very exciting. A little drum roll, please, everybody at home. In 3rd place, we have Samuel. Well done, Samuel. With 10 out of 11. With 11 out of 11. 2nd place, Cat Girl. And in 1st place, with 11 out of 11, was Donut. So, well done, Donut.
Well done.
And big shout out to Pear and Daddy Cool, who were in 4th and 5th.
Well done. Well, well done to everyone. I'm so impressed that everyone was listening so well. And if you were playing along at home but couldn't play on Kahoot, let us know how many you got right in the comment section as well. We'd love to hear. Well, I'm going to wrap up very, very quickly because it is 5 o'clock. But I'm going to wrap up very quickly what we've learned today. We've looked at the idea that Jesus claimed to be the Son of God. And when we look at what the other possibilities is, whether he was a good man, whether he was a bad man, or whether he was a madman, and we see that it doesn't add up to be those things. And actually, the only possibility that it could be really at the end of the day is that he was the Son of God, that he wasn't lying, that he was telling the truth, which changes everything. And next week, we're going to learn a little bit more about what Jesus did and why he did it. So join us next week here on the Satellites at St. Mary's YouTube channel at 4:30. Invite your friends. Make sure everyone knows. Tell everyone, oh, come along. It's so good. Make sure you have your Kahoot app. Hey, Ollie.
Hey, Charles.
And thank you so much for helping me out today.
Oh, thank you. It was my pleasure.
Any final thoughts from you?
No, I would like to go back to sleep now for another week.
Blimey, you really are catching up on your sleep. Okay, we'll see you next week. Take care, bye, guys. Bye.